Hello world, it is Monday, July 18th, 2022, and looking out the window at Defiance. It's kind of a hazy day. It is really warm, 70 in the low 70s already, and very high humidity, very damp day. And I think it's supposed to be in the mid 80s, and I'm not sure that humidity is really going to go away today. The devotion for today is entitled The Blue Skates by Fiwa Lanjani. Fiwa bases the devotion upon Acts chapter 4, verse 32 from the Message Bible. The whole congregation of believers was united as one heart, one mind. They didn't even claim ownership of their own possessions. No one said, "That is mine, you can't have it." They shared everything. And then Fiwa writes, the darkish blue athletic shoes with 370s yellow stripes down the side had long yellow laces and dull yellow soles attached to a silver bar with dirty yellow wheels. It's magical how my 4 siblings and I could share one pair of skates, fitting snugly for the older siblings and baggily for us younger ones. We created this game where 2 siblings had 1 skate each. Kind of like a skateboard, we propelled ourselves with the skateless foot. The left skater had to chase and tag the right skater before getting to the end of the hallway. On the way back, the right skater chased the left skater. Then the next two siblings skated the next round. I never learned how we acquired those used blue skates, but they're symbolic of some of the best times of my life. It's amazing how well we got along, creatively even, with all the sharing we had to do. Make no mistake, though, we had our disputes, often over the pettiest things. Because our family didn't have much, we learned to squeeze value from our relationships with each other and our shared imaginations. Similarly, our biblical ancestors illuminate the importance of a shared economy. Indeed, if we aren't obsessed with personal possessions and instead share even what seems unshareable, we'll be amazed at how our relationships deepen even when we're disagreeing. Sharing unlocks our imaginations and enables us to co-create a just world for all. And Fiwa's prayer. Sharing one, reignite our imaginations and stretch our capacities to offer and accept each other's gifts with creativity and compassion. Amen. Well, for me, this devotion brings up the concept of the different concepts of abundance versus scarcity. There's a theology of scarcity says that there are a limited amount of goods in the world and that we should each try to get what we can for ourselves. And abundance looks at the world and says that there is enough for everyone if everyone just takes what they need, which was the biblical command that we hear in the story of the Exodus. When the people were traveling through the desert and were starving, and the story tells us that God sent manna from heaven and that they were to only gather what they needed for themselves. Now, there was no limit set saying each person gets a certain amount, but simply only gather what you need and leave the rest. Don't hoard. And imagine what the world would be like if we actually lived that way. If we looked at the abundance of the world rather than looking through the lens of scarcity. Anyway, that's kind of my thought as I was reading through this. We can have a much healthier and happier life with the eyes of abundance. So I pray that each of us can have those eyes in our lives and in the world. And I hope to talk to you again tomorrow.